Maybe we need a kitchen hack. Holy smokes, for real. Oh, geez Louise, okay. Juicy, tender salsa chicken whipped up in the Instant Pot and wrapped in a flour tortilla and baked to crunching golden brown perfection. Make these chicken taquitos the perfect grab-and-go finger food. So stick around. Aloha mai kako, my name is Relle and welcome to my kitchen where I like to share all my favorite island and Hawaiian style recipes. And today we'll be making Instant Pot baked salsa chicken taquitos. And I'd like to mahalo Foodland Hawaii for sponsoring this video. All thoughts and opinions are my own. Now, as a working mom, I know that dinner time, getting it on the table quick and easy can be a hassle. So the Instant Pot has become a favorite in my kitchen, and I'll show you a quick and easy recipe to get that. And I'll talk to you about a little secret at the end to show you how you can make this a meal that you can enjoy on another day as well. So first, let's make the chicken. So the salsa chicken will be made in the Instant Pot. And I like to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Now, if you'd like, you can use breast. If you wanna use some other bone in, you can. It just makes it a little bit harder. I feel like the thighs have a little bit more flavor in it. If you want, you can trim the fat off. If not, don't worry about it. So what I did was I set the Instant Pot to saute. That's just to heat it up a little bit quicker so you're not sitting and waiting for it to come to pressure. So we'll go ahead and put the chicken in, and it doesn't really matter. You can just toss it in. Doesn't need to be nice. We're gonna shred it up after anyway. So when you cook with the Instant Pot, you always wanna make sure you have a liquid source. Normally it's a cup, but because we're gonna add salsa as well, there's enough liquid. So we're just gonna add a little bit less, and we'll add some chicken broth. And you can use the low sodium one if you want. And then for the star of the show, we've got Maika'i Original Chunky, and you can find this at your local Foodland next to the rest of the salsas. And there's other flavors if you want to try it, but I like this one the best. So all we'll do is we'll go ahead and open that up, and then we'll pour this straight into the Instant Pot. All of it goes in. And then you'll want to take a packet of your favorite taco seasoning. You can blend up your own, totally up to you. And then we'll just sprinkle that over the top. And you'll just want to make sure you mix it up so that the taco seasoning and the salsa get kind of blended up. And if it's not all the way blended, don't worry about it. The pressure and the liquids from the chicken will release to get that going. All right, so it'll look like that. And then what you'll want to do is you'll take the lid and you'll set that on. And if you can see, there's a knob here. It says venting and sealing. So you'll want to set it to sealing. That'll close it up. And as the steam builds, the pressure builds, once this pin rises, that's how we know it's ready. So we're going to shut off saute. And how we do that is we press keep warm cancel, and that'll stop it. It'll say off. Then you'll press manual, and it'll be at high pressure, and it'll cook for 15 minutes. Once your Instant Pot has finished cooking, it'll beep and then it'll get to natural pressure release. You'll let that go for about 10 minutes, and then all you'll have to do is open up the vent like this. Sometimes there's a little bit more steam. It sat for a little bit longer, and that's why it didn't shoot out. But once the pin drops, then you can open it, and that's the Instant Pot sound. And you'll let the steam out, be careful. And little tip, this here is used to hold your lid. So it's pretty awesome. So as you can see inside, the chicken is done and cooked. And then what we'll add is this. This is cream cheese. Makes it so much better. You don't like cream cheese? You don't have to put it in. So just top that in, and it'll start to melt. And as it's melting, what we'll want to do is shred the chicken. You'll just use 2 forks. If you have the shredder, it looks like a bear claw, you can use that too. I kind of just like to push it down into the salsa like that to let it start to melt. I guess melt is the correct word. So as you can see, it's super soft and it just falls apart like that. Totally off the fork, but you'll just shred it like this. I like to use one side up like this, one side down, and kind of just pull it. It's a little hard when you're short, like me, and trying to tiptoe so that I can see what I'm doing. If you really want to, you can take the chicken out and like put it on a cutting board and do it. My kids like to do this part too. You see how the cream cheese is starting to melt so much that I can't even keep it on my fork to show you. But what happens is you'll just end up stirring that into the salsa chicken. It makes it so good. I don't know if you guys do like chips and salsa. I always add in the cream cheese. I feel like it cuts the heat a little. And because I'm such a wimp for spicy food, I don't know, it just adds another creamy layer. So you just want to shred it up. Oh, got a few more big. See, when you're short like this, you can't see. Not my quads, my calves are burning from tippy-toeing. I guess that means I need to work out a little more. And this might not be the healthiest post-workout food, huh? But it is yummy. I guess you can leave the salsa out. I mean, the cream cheese out. That might make it a little healthier. Okay, enough talking. Here we go. So once you've got the chicken shredded, it'll look like this. Then we'll put together the taquitos. I'll show you how. I like to use the snack size ones. I like to use flour. If you're team flour, let me know in the description box below. Or are you team corn tortillas? Up to you. The flour ones are a little more pliable. Not a little, they are more pliable. So when you make them, it's easier. When it comes time to roll, what you'll want to do is get the tortilla shell like this. And you're going to add, I don't know, a heaping scoop. And you'll want to lay it across the side that's closest to you. And the extra juices are totally fine. You don't want it sopping wet, so I like to shake off a little bit of the extra juice and just let it drip off like that, and then go in. And then cheese, up to you what kind of cheese you like. This is the triple cheddar blend, but I like Colby Jack. I like the Mexican blend. You'll put it over, then all you'll want to do is roll it up and keep it tight like that. So roll it like this, and then you'll take the seam side goes down onto the tray. If you want to fill them up a lot, totally can. If you're trying to stretch it, you might not have to put as much. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you can totally make this on the stove. You'll just cook the chicken down until it's soft enough to shred like that. You could do it in the crock pot as well. But for me, I like time saving. I don't want to stand over it. Crock pot would be great. You could set it before you go to work. But on the stove for a weeknight, sometimes that takes a little too long. And these are my kids' favorite. We make this quite often at home. And once you're done rolling it up, we'll take some non-stick cooking spray and you'll spray that over the top. This helps give it that crispy, crunchy outside. Don't forget this step because I've done it before and it's not as great. Then we'll go ahead and put this into an oven that has been preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and it'll bake for 15 to 20 minutes. Once they come out of the oven, they'll look like this. And a little tip, if you made a big batch, you can freeze it. But what you'll want to do is put this into the freezer and let it kind of freeze up like this. You'll just want it separated so it doesn't stick together. Par freeze it and then throw them in a zip top bag and freeze it. So you can make a big batch and save it for later. And if you like this recipe, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button. And if you want to see more Instant Pot recipes, then check out this playlist here. And until next time, hui ho!
Thank you for watching my mommy's video.